This year, since I'm obviously going to England to study, I had to apply for a UK visa. Being a student over the age of 18, I had to apply for a Tier 4 general student visa. It's a point-based system, so you have to get 40 points to get your visa. 30 of the points are given to you for having a CAS, Confirmation of Acceptance for Studies. You get that from the university you're going to, and it really just says, yes, we have accepted her, she's not just applying for a student visa and not actually going to school. The other 10 points come from just proving that you have the funds to support yourself. That being said, you do need many more documents. You need your CAS, bank statements or loan letters or anything like that to prove that you have funds, your passport, a photo of yourself, your qualification that got you into the university, your birth certificate, a letter from your parents if the accounts that you're taking money from aren't under your name, the self-assessment forms, the corresponding appendix, and a printed copy of the forms you fill out online to apply for your visa. Now, the CAS is probably the easiest thing that you can get because the university is just going to fill it out for you. Mine personally needed a copy of my passport and my qualifications before they would give it to me, but they also wanted a £1,000 deposit on my tuition. I don't know if all universities will want that, but the reason they wanted it right then was because then when they reported to the UK border agency, I'd look more appealing as I've already invested in my education. They have specific criteria for the bank statements. That being, they cover a 28-day period starting within the last month. They obviously need your passport. My mom was a little bit skeptical, but obviously they needed it, so. The photo was probably a very difficult thing for me to do. I don't know if anyone has had this issue, but printing out photos on your laptop, trying to fit certain measurements, is actually really hard. Maybe it's just me, but I've never had good luck with it. The measurements that they require is 35mm by 45mm. I ended up going to Staples. I'm not quite sure why the UK border agency needs a copy of your qualifications, seeing as they only really pertain to your university, but they want them, and they have to be the same qualifications that your university has. On the website they say original, but I know a lot of people can't get the original like me. So I suggest you go to either the hospital you were born at or the town hall of the town you were born at, and they will give you a notarized copy. For anyone that is unfamiliar, it's basically just a paper saying the same things, but it has a little stamp on it. This goes along with the bank statements. If any of the accounts are under someone else's name, such as your parents, you need a letter from them saying that you're allowed to use those funds. The self-assessment, the appendix, and the printed copy of the visa are all in the same boat. It adds up to something like 20 or 25 pages printed out, but a lot of it says the same thing. When I started the visa process, I had no idea how much I had to do. I went online, I found the online form, started filling it out. They asked for your name and your passport number, your birth date, things like that. I get to the bottom of the first page, and it says that I have to have my self-assessment printed out. And I'm sitting here thinking, my what? There was a link to it, so I clicked it, and the link didn't bring me to self-assessment, it brought me back to the home page. Wow, fantastic. Eventually I found the self-assessment. I started filling that out. Then it asked for the number of the appendix I filled out. What appendix? I go back online, try to figure out what appendix I need, and after ages of looking for it, I figure out that as a Tier 4 general student, I have to fill out Appendix 8. So I have this huge stack of papers that I just filled out, and along with all the other stuff. That's not it though. They want copies of the bank statements and your birth certificate. You don't really need to send it in, but I would highly suggest it because if you don't send them photocopies, you might not get the original documents back. Hopefully this helped anyone who plans on applying for a UK visa. Good luck for anyone else who might be applying in the future, and thanks for watching. Bye!